Welcome, folks, to our first set of recordings. Today we're going to learn about elements in the periodic table. So we'll discuss what are elements, what are atoms, and we'll also discuss what the periodic table is and why it is useful. So let's start at the beginning here, folks. So atoms are just generally described as the smallest unit of matter. We can see an example of an atom to the right here, an atom of carbon. And while there are different parts that make up this atom, the atom really is the smallest unit. So what is inside of an atom? The elements of an atom are protons, neutrons, and electrons. Protons are positively charged particles that reside in the nucleus. Neutrons are neutrally charged particles. And electrons are negatively charged particles. That reside outside of the nucleus. In what we call orbitals. And so pictured here on the right, we have an atom of carbon. The protons are represented by these red balls. The neutrons are represented by the gray balls, and the electrons are represented by these blue spheres. And this is what makes an atom. Now on this slide you see I'm referring to the nucleus and orbitals. So the nucleus is the central region of an atom comprised of protons and neutrons. And the nucleus is where much of the matter, much of the mass comes from. The electron orbitals, this is the region outside of the nucleus. Where electrons can be found. So you'll see here, the nucleus is the central region where we have this kind of compacted arrangement of both protons and neutrons. This is where much of the mass of this atom comes from. And then surrounding the nucleus, we have these orbitals that here are shown to us just kind of as circles where the electrons live. Now let's move on to the periodic table in the next video.